Hey, what's up? It's Ribcagehacksaw. How you guys doing? Well, I haven't been doing too good on the response to tags lately. I've been tagged for a few things, and there aren't words in my brain that come out very easily. If there's a coherent thought in there, it usually turns into music. And I don't feel like I have anything important to say or anything relevant to say. I'm not a very eloquent speaker. I'm not extremely educated or smart. And I just find my own videos to be extremely boring, and it amazes me that you guys watch them. But I wrote something, actually, so it might make a little more sense. This is a response to Steve Slanokla in regards to him wanting to know what is our reason for coming on YouTube. And I figured I'd give you a response, Steve, because I like you, and I feel it's important to kind of put our motives on the table as well. So here we go. Why do I come and make videos on YouTube? Back in 2007, I was faced with a dilemma. Nothing in the Watchtower publications was sinking in. I was getting migraines at the meetings and when reading the material. None of it made any sense. You had to already know what was being discussed to get the gist of what was being said, and I had just about had it. My husband, on the other hand, was taking to it like a fish to water, and all the while being encouraged by the congregation to continue progressing. He seemed to be enjoying it, while I felt my life slowly being sucked away from me. I was scared. I was scared for my salvation. I was scared for my marriage. I was scared for the fate of the unborn child inside me at the time. I didn't know what to do. At the time, I still felt like the witnesses had the truth. I still felt like they were right. It was just something wrong with me that would not allow it to make sense in my mind. I tried to research and correlate what was being said and believe it. But the more I tried to believe it, the more it felt like I was just going off of what other people were saying and not finding out for myself. The point had come where I had hit a wall, and I knew I would never be a Jehovah's Witness. I was never going to get baptized. I had to admit this to my husband. I was scared he would think I was a person of poor character because of this. But to my relief, he understood and continued to stand by me. I still obliged and went along to the meetings, but I stopped studying out of the Watchtowers, and I noticed how, as my interest in the organization waned, the congregation's interest in my husband grew, and I felt as if I was being pulled away from him. I knew this was wrong, and I knew if I wanted to keep him, I was going to have to fight fire with fire. I had been researching the Jehovah's Witnesses for some time at this point, mostly in secret, and I had discovered the XJW community on YouTube. I was extremely glad for them, because at this point I had no way to express my feelings, no one I could talk to about my fading away, and no one who cared about what I was learning. They provided a soft place for me to land. People who knew what I had gone through and cared enough to talk to me. I learned a lot of useful information there, and soon I found out about the Watchtower's United Nations involvement. I knew that this, along with several other hidden facts about the Watchtower, might be the match to light the fire of questions in my husband's mind. It did work, and he started to accept what I had showed him. If it wasn't for the videos of the likes of Tim Kilgore, Propaganda Techniques, Happy to be Free, Van Coffee Chick, Ex-Gilead Missionary, and so many more, I might not have my family as I do today. I cannot begin to express my gratitude for these people. What impacted me more than the actual information about the Watchtower and the mind control techniques was seeing people who left who were happy, who had found real personal reasons to live their lives without the fear of some scary God over their head punking them into being a good person, that lived for themselves and treated each other fairly just because it's the right thing to do. They had gone out and been supported by this community, and they had supported others. And I wanted the same. I wanted to show that I was okay and that there is life out here. A good life. A life free of looking over my shoulder and the fear of an imminent apocalypse. To show that I am here too. To relate to help, to laugh with. I'm here. To be a soft place for them to land too. When I make my videos, I usually have a certain kind of person in mind. I am usually thinking of the millions of people who have left the Jehovah's Witnesses but still believe it to be the truth. I want to reach out to them, to stop torturing themselves. I want them to have the desire within them to investigate that religion, its history of fallacious prophecy, and to be liberated from the weight of feeling unworthy of the love of God or their friends and family. I want them to know that it's okay to be wrong. I want them to know that they are not alone. And most of all, I just want to be present, to be genuine, and to show that life is beautiful. The more people believe that, the faster we will have back our friends and family. When they develop the willingness to cross that line, we will have our victory. And that's why I'm here. I'm fighting for freedom, because it ain't free. I love you all.